Robert, let's start today with income and spending. You're calling it kind of a roller coaster between the 2 months. In April, income was up, but spending was down, and then those flipped in May. Can you tell us more about that?
That's right, Susan. In May, we saw income falling because the stimulus checks have largely been spent out, or a good portion of them anyway had been already distributed. And so income actually declined by 4.2% for the month, but spending went back up as consumers felt a little more confident in their job situation. They had some money in their pockets from April, and they had some pent-up demand, so consumer spending went up. And it's just another example of the amount of churn going on in the economy when those two series, income and spending, which normally go hand in hand, flip-flopped in opposite directions 2 months back to back. So lots of churn going on in the economy, and we're going to be in this unsettled condition, I think, here really through the summer.
Robert, let's talk about durable goods. For the orders in May, new orders increased by 15.8%, and that followed a decline in April and March. So what were purchasing managers ordering?
Well, it was nice to see those durable goods numbers coming up because they really give us some insight into forward-looking metrics, future conditions for the manufacturing sector. And a lot of that was durable goods, auto industry coming back online, airlines doing a little bit better, some heavy industries, primary metals, things like that, doing a little bit better. So again, a nice forward-looking indicator that's consistent with a large body of evidence that the economy has regained some momentum through June. But I can't stress enough, choppy data to come. And an example of that is here in Texas, where I'm located. The state governor today is indicated that we're going to go back into a certain amount of lockdown, restaurants, 50% capacity, and bars closed as coronavirus cases increase in the state. So we've got a ways to go to get through this chop.
All right, let's move on to home sales. So new home sales surged by 16%. However, existing home sales fell. What do you make of that?
Well, that's another example of the choppiness and churn. The issue with the existing home sales is that really represents contracts that have been in process really from the end of March into April when the lockdown restrictions were at full tilt. So I am expecting to see existing home sales rising when we get the June data. I'm expecting to see new home sales continuing to do better. We have seen the purchase applications for mortgages growing consistently over about a 2.5 month period. The last data point for mid-June actually came down a little bit, but that was after a very strong winning streak on purchase applications, mortgage applications for purchase. So telling us that there is activity in the pipeline, and we're going to see that result in home sales here over the next couple of months.